Hello, my name is Amelia Baccato, and this is my Module 5 speech. I grew up in a family that is very supportive when I make decisions and believe in me. I was adopted when I was 11 months old. My family's culture is hanging out with each other during dinner. We are a very fun family, and sometimes we make jokes around each other. My family members are collectivists. We always like to be together and spend time with each other. My brother is an individualist, and I can sometimes be the same way. He likes to stay in his room and play video games all day. He's never really at the dinner table when we have dinner. When it comes to my dad's side, they love being together whenever they can. They always have cookouts and watch the football games together while they are playing. My father, my brother, and I go up to Maryland so we can see them before I go back to school. My mother's side of the family likes to be together during the holidays, and we would talk about our lives. I think my culture impacts my way of seeing the world by how my parents raised me. I was raised to respect everyone and treat everyone with kindness. So I tend to think everyone is nice until they aren't. I also go by saying that my father says to me a lot. Be friends with everyone is what he tells me. So I try to be friends with people even if they aren't nice to me. Whenever I'm communicating with other people, I tend to be really nice and I joke with them. If they don't do that in their family, and I don't know it, I could offend someone by accident and hurt their feelings. My family likes to joke around with each other when it comes to our looks and personality. I sometimes make jokes with others about how they look, and I offend them without knowing it. The next thing I'll be talking about is how nonverbal communication plays in my culture. Whenever I'm with my mom, I'll look at her and smile, letting her know that I'm okay and I'm happy. Or we'll look at each other and blink at each other rapidly. I tend to also mess up my dad's hair whenever he's getting ready for bed, so I let him know everything is good. Whenever I'm with my family during holidays, we give each other hugs or rub each other on the back or arm. If I'm out with friends and I don't want to talk to them, I'll just stay quiet and look at them with an annoyed face. Then my friends will understand that I'm not in the mood to talk to anyone. Whenever I'm talking to someone from a different culture, I try to look at how they use nonverbal communication with each other, and I use that with them. I learn their ways, or I'll ask them how to do it so I don't offend someone. It differs because if I use it with someone different, and I do what I do with my family, they could think something bad and get defensive. Mass communication influences many different cultures in many different ways. If you're talking to someone from a different culture and you aren't used to theirs, they might get offended by something you say. Whenever you want to use mass communication in different cultures, watch how they speak to each other or in groups. The advantages are, if you watch how they speak to others, you'll catch on and be able to speak to them without upsetting them. You can also learn new ways to communicate with them even if they aren't talking to you. The disadvantages are people tend to get upset over small things when they don't know you are from a different culture. If someone says the wrong thing about something, the person could offend someone by accident and get yelled at by the person. In my speech, I talked about my culture, nonverbal communication, and mass communication. I talked about how my culture impacts my way of communication and how it impacts my view of the world. I hope this speech explains how my culture impacts my nonverbal communication and mass communication. Thank you.